Good evening, I'm back, and we're going to do some more Mars Moose tonight. You know, this has been strangely entertaining. I mean, even if I didn't, pay for these things, I'm actually having fun, which is not usually something that people associate with educational stuff, but, granted, some of this stuff could have been built a little bit better, but when I'm engaged, that's a good sign. Because, I've watched a lot of Cat Icarus on YouTube, and he'll frequently go on these rants about how making games for kids does not mean making dumb games. Kids are smart. They can figure stuff out. They know when something is dumb. They know when something is not fun. Granted, their thresholds might be a little bit low, but if you make a shit game, they're going to catch you on it. And to be honest, I haven't really run into too many absolutely shit games here. Some of them aren't as entertaining, but they're not entirely meant to be. They're just meant to be bright and colorful educational aids, which, when part of it is there to educate, it's not 100% on the gameplay to make it worthwhile. So it's a good balance between the two, and there's a really decent variety too of environments and themes and stuff like that. So I'm really quite pleased with this. And I will be going through every one of the unique discs I have over the next couple of years. Mostly because I skip a couple of months between these, because I know it might not be the most interesting thing to watch. But I think there's also a niche of people who enjoy watching this stuff. I also love putting out the weird and unusual and obscure on Twitch, and this ticks all three boxes. So last night we had a good breakfast to set ourselves off to school. We had bacon with maple syrup. Okay, granted, that's not a full breakfast, but you get the idea. Tonight we're going to give an apple to the teacher. This is Sidral Monday. It's green apple flavored. I've had this on stream before, so it's mildly cheating, but I wanted to do kind of a school theme for the drinks this week, and this kind of fit. Whoops, let's bring that back. It times out fairly quickly and goes into a sleep mode. So tonight, I know I will enjoy this. Excellent. Good evening, Infamous. All right, so let's go back to Mars Moose. Chapter 2. As soon as it loads. I actually kind of wonder if the core for this uses the built-in PS1 emulation, or if it is... Well, no, it is the EPSXE rearmed core. It would be kind of interesting if they did something like that. Whoosh, whoosh. Splort, splort.
Welcome to the world of Mars Moon.
Alright. Gonna wait until I get that little message at the bottom that tells me that it's done scanning. Although it sounds like it's caught up. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have BIOS for it in the background. Not 100% sure.
Whoa! What makes it do that?
My teacher says it's the carbon dioxide having a reaction.
Hey there! We've been performing lots of cool science experiments so we can become official lab scientists. Do you want to become one too?
All you gotta do is help us with our exciting experiment.
Here, we're keeping track of all our experiments on the Cosmonitor. Let's look.
You know, if I had known this was going to be in there, I'd have grabbed, like, a root beer or something.
Here they are. Finish all 8 experiments and you'll get to be an official lab scientist. Go ahead, click the pictures to hear more about these cool...
Wait, am I doing your work for you, or are we doing this together?
Check out the planets in the solar system.
What's creepy?
They're far out.
Oh, okay. So I can't just go right to the experiments from here.
Go ahead and click on a wall to take a close...
Well, I want to do the planets thing.
Go ahead and click on an experiment.
Yeah, get there you go.
This mobile shows all the planets in our solar system.
Yay, and it's got
including
9.
Earth, the planet we all live on. These aren't the real
Fair
sizes
enough.
of the planets, though. They had to be changed to fit them on the mobile. To finish this experiment, surf to all 9 planets. Whoa, let's go!
Whoa, let's go!
Jupiter. Sun.
There we go. Okay.
Mercury. This planet is called Mercury. It's the second smallest planet in our solar system.
It was
and
off
it's
to the left.
closest to the sun.
There you go. See, it's all the way over.
Mercury.
Well, see, here's the funny thing, though. Wasn't it still the 8th planet at this point? Like, when did this come out? 1997. Okay. So it was, like, transiting back outside of Neptune's orbit at that point. But it was before they had decided to demote it. It's been promoted back to planet again, though.
This is Venus without the clouds that cover the surface. There are giant volcanoes and lava pools here, and the temperature gets up to 870 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh,
That's interesting. I'm surprised that they chose to show it without its atmosphere. Hey there, Plague Doctor. Welcome. Gee, I wonder what the 3rd planet is.
Earth! Does this planet look familiar? It's Earth! Our planet is almost the same size as the planet Venus.
So, one thing that was kind of interesting about the later books of the Foundation series is they decide to go try to find Earth because its location has been lost. And one of the stories that they've heard about it is that it had a large satellite. And they're like, Wait,
Mars!
a satellite can't be that large compared to its primary planet. That must be fake.
Mars is red because it's covered with rusty rocks. It's also real cold on Mars. The temperature rarely gets above freezing. Brr.
Also, Saturn was held up as an impossibility because of its ring system being so prominent.
Jupiter!
Jupiter!
Jupiter is the largest planet. It's so big, all of the other planets in our solar system could fit inside it. And that red spot? It's a wild storm that's 3 times the size of our planet Earth.
I like that they included, at the very least, it looked like the 4 Galilean moons.
Saturn!
Hey there, DOS nerd.
Saturn. You can tell because
Yep.
of its really
Good candy
cool
comes from
ring.
Mars.
Saturn is the lightest planet. If you could find a bathtub big enough, you could see it float.
I always loved that little fact about Saturn. That it's so low density.
Uranus!
Your rectum!
This huge planet is called Uranus. This planet has 15 moons.
Nothing about it being on its side? I mean, that and is it Uranus that has retrograde motion? I think it does.
Neptune is surrounded
Something like that,
by
Plague Doctor.
beautiful blue gas. Neptune also has rings like Saturn, except the Neptunes are much smaller. Pluto. Pluto is the tiniest of all the 9 planets. It is made of ice and rock.
I like how they kind of...
Hey, now let's surf the cosmic pipeline all the way to Pluto. Then we'll check out the cosmonitor.
I like how they kind of, like, indicated the orbit of Pluto and Charon being around a barycenter. Yeah, it is. It got promoted again. It's a dwarf planet.
Great! There's lots more cool experiments to complete. You can stay and play, or explore the rest of my bedroom.
Yeah, let's go explore. Getting close. Probably gonna get there before the end of the month. Hell, I'd be surprised if you didn't get there by next week.
Oh, where is that slipper?
Okay, that was random. I'm not sure what I feel about that. Wait, what was this? Okay. Something up with that window, man. And... Why was there a gingerbread man hiding in the lamp? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't really want to know. Let's move on.
There's some great stuff to experiment with in here. Click on something to take a closer.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it sounds like most stuff is moving to only delivery and or pickup. So we might be able to drive out there and pick something up. Yeah, probably right. So, Dosnerd, tonight I'm drinking green apple Sidral Monday to represent giving an apple to the teacher. You know, yesterday we had a good solid breakfast of bacon and maple syrup to start off our school day, and now we're giving an apple to the teacher. And tomorrow's drink will be a third in the theme.
Go ahead and click on something to take a close.
I have to say, though, Infamous, I am kind of trying to be a good lad and, you know, physically distance.
Models, huh? I picked these up the other day.
I did some shopping tonight, so I've got plenty of food and everything.
These models are really neat because you can peel back the different layers and see what's inside. There's
Putt-Putt's a pretty cool series, too.
Go ahead and click one of the models to explore. To complete this experiment, explore all 3 models.
Okay.
Whoa! This dinosaur is a Triceratops. Click the banana peel to take off the top layer and check out.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting way of doing it.
No head.
Okay.
Nose horn.
Nose horn.
Eyebrow horns. Neck shield.
See, I don't like that it's just going by the cursor. I'm not clicking on it to get the
Head.
word.
Foot.
Yeah, and
Tail.
that's kind of I've been kind of worried for you there, Infamous. Especially since Fond du Lac County seems to be a fairly big hotspot lately. Okay, good. It's just going right to the skeleton.
Ever seen dinosaur bones? Here's what the Triceratopses look like. Scientists don't know much about the insides of dinosaurs.
So for me, Dosnerd, I've got a pretty solid immune system, so I'm sure that even if I do catch it, I'll be fine.
So he could run and collect.
I'm worried more for my mom. But me personally, I kind of have this weird sort of aura empathy, and it sounds so wishy-washy saying aura, but I kind of pick up on large emotional fields, for lack of a better way of putting it. And it kind of, to me, feels like everybody's getting ready for a blizzard.
Heavy frilled skull.
And kind of, you know,
frill fanning.
Battening down the hatches for a large blizzard.
Ribs.
So it's kind of weird in that regard.
Leg bones. Foot. Leg bones.
It's definitely not something we've
pelvis.
ever dealt with before. I mean, there really isn't any comparison to it.
Foot. Whoa! This dinosaur is a Triceratops.
There you
Click
go,
the banana peel
Infamous.
to take off the top layer and check out.
It's the best thing you can do. See, I work for a health insurance company too, so we actually have data. And they've basically been saying that, and this isn't anything that other people haven't been saying either, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. But by doing this physical distancing, I'm not saying social distancing, but by doing the physical distancing, it's going to keep it from getting as bad as it could possibly get. So, I mean, it's going
Go ahead and
it's going to feel crappy, but yeah, it's got to be done.
check out this car. It sure looks a lot different than Starboard. Notice all the stuff on the outside. Then click the banana to peel off the top and see what's underneath.
Back to this is kind of an interesting way of doing things.
Tire. Hood.
Wait, why did it just bat its eyes at me?
Hood. Windshield. Windshield. Sunroof.
Because every car has a sunroof.
Window. Door. Tire.
Tire. Wonder how, if it has... Nope, okay. So it doesn't actually tell you about headlights or the radiator grill. It just does that little eye blinky thing.
The engine makes the car go. It gives the car power to get from one place. Passenger seat. Passenger seat. Driver's seat. Driver's seat. Steering wheel.
Steering wheel.
Engine. Engine. Engine.
Nothing to click there. Yeah, Infamous, I think it might be best to just wait until you get back out here. We'll have plenty of time.
This is a model of my bedroom and the clubhouse. Click the banana to peel off the outside and see what's going.
Okay.
Wall. Curtain.
Curtain.
Wall. Window. Roof. Roof. Wall.
The roof is on fire.
What a cool way to look at my bedroom.
And in your model of your room, you have a model that presumably has a model of the room inside of it. How
Bed.
Inception-y.
Refrigerator. Faucet. Heater.
Well, yeah, you better have a heater in that place. Right, exactly. Robots building robots. I thought I had done everything.
Let's take a look at how my bedroom is put together. Just click the banana to see the...
Yeah. So I did the banana on all three models.
What a cool way to look at my bedroom.
Do I have to put it back? Oh, there's another layer.
Ever wonder what makes my bedroom stand up? It's the frame. The frame gives a building its form and strength. Wood frame. Water pipe.
Water pipe.
Wood frame. Vent. Wood frame. Wood frame. Wood frame. Electrical wire. Wood frame.
It's one heck of a clubhouse if you've got an air vent going under your floor there. Plumbing and everything.
This is a model of my bedroom and the clubhouse. Click the banana to peel off the outside and see what's going.
Already
Look,
have.
Roof.
Okay, he still hasn't said that I've done everything, so maybe there was a second layer to the car too.
Check out this car. The engine makes the car go.
Man,
That's the frame. Just like your
I never
body has
had
frame.
a
Your
sweet
skeleton,
clubhouse
the
like
car
that
has
growing
a
up.
frame too. Rear axle. Rear gears. Frame.
Nothing about the shifter?
Pistons.
Pistons!
Steering column.
No, not gonna call out the radiator, huh?
Piston. Front axle. Check out this car. It sure looks a lot different than
I do
Star
have
Wars.
a fond
Notice all
memory
the
of going
stuff
to a
on the
friend's place,
outside.
though, and
Then click the
he had a
banana
pretty
to
sweet
peel off
setup
the top.
for a clubhouse. We actually played some Super Nintendo in there for a bit.
Wow, you took apart all 3 models. Let's turn on the Cosmo.
Yeah, no. It wasn't anything like that. It was a tiny TV in there, but it was pretty cool.
Good job. There's lots more cool experiments to complete.
Okay. Let's see if we can find some of those ones that are represented by the letters.
You can stay and play or explore the rest of my bedroom.
Let's explore. Is it over here?
Select an experiment and have some fun.
Probably with the refrigerator.
Letty gave
Yeah,
me these
okay.
fun magnetic letters. She showed me lots of cool games I could play with them. Want to try them? The games at the top of the refrigerator
I always loved,
are easier,
like,
and the
magnetic
ones at the
letters
bottom are
and
more challenging. Finish
and like magnetic
Be a
poetry
letter
and stuff
detective
like
and
that.
find missing letters in mystery letter.
I was trying to get up to
Search for
Alpha
ma-
Match. There we go.
This is Alpha Match. After I put the blue letter in the right corner, look for the letters that match it. Okay, the blue letter S is here. This is a lowercase s. Now I'll find other letters that match it. So let's see. What looks like an S? What? Z.
No,
Oops, I guess that's not it.
I was trying to move.
How about this one? S.
Yeah,
Cool. That was right. S. S. Great. That's all of them. Now it's your turn.
Oh,
to
okay.
Finish this experiment. Play 12
I'm like,
rounds
wait.
of- Click the magnet to start playing.
I wasn't doing anything.
Let's look for all the uppercase S's.
Okay.
S.
Ass.
S.
Ass.
S. 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 job. Keep. Let's look for all the uppercase O's.
You got it. Ooh. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Oh. Cool. Find all the uppercase A's.
All right.
A.
Ooh, we could spell brave
A.
with these letters.
A. Good job.
I'm good at
Find all
Boggle.
the uppercase B's. B. B.
There we go. Wasn't sure how close I needed to be to
B.
register a click.
Wow, you're great at this. Now, let's try to match lowercase letters. Just click on the magnet to start.
Should hope I'm good at this. I've been doing it for almost 40 years. And
Let's
that's
look
not
for
an
all the
exaggeration. My mom was
lowercase
telling
c.
me about how I was reading when I was like 2.
C. 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 Great. Let's look for all the lowercase O's.
Okay.
O. O.
I made it funny.
O.
Ooh,
Good
pardon
job.
me.
Can you help me find all the lowercase A's?
WNBC. Close. WNCB is the radio station I interned
A.
at back in the mid-90s.
A. A. Great job. Keep. Can you find all the lowercase B's? B.
We're gonna cross our
B.
T's and dot our lowercase J's.
B. Cool. Let's try something even more fun. This time, there'll be upper and lowercase
Is it
letters.
possible to
All
be
the
even
upper
more
and
fun?
Lowercase letters that match. Click on the magnet to begin. Can you help me find all the upper and lowercase?
Well, I'm glad they
A.
put that A in the corner, because it got cut
A.
off.
A. There might be more letters to match.
Oh,
Keep trying.
there it is.
A.
I don't know why I didn't see that.
Good job.
There we go.
Let's look for all the upper and lowercase G.
Oh, wow. That is kind of interesting. Thanks for watching my channel, by the way.
G.
Still, like, just that
Gee.
close to getting up to the 100 subscriber mark.
Cool. Can you find all the upper and lowercase?
Drex gave me a shout out last week, and that got me 2 more subscribers, but I'm still 5 short.
H. Cool. Can you find all the upper and lowercase? B. B.
B.
B. Wow, you're great at playing Alpha Match. Let's take a look at the Cosmon.
Yay!
Good job! There's lots more cool experiments to complete. You can stay and play and match more letters by
No, I
clicking
think
the
I want to do
magnet,
one of the other
or
games.
Go try and click the magnet to start playing.
So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it,
Be a
but
letter
I picked
detective.
up or if you noticed on Twitter, I picked up a Virtual Boy
really cool
on Saturday.
Game that I like to play. It's called Mist.
And
Click the correct letter and
I got it really cheap because it was having like these weird graphical glitch issues. And I managed to take a video clip of it today, and the guy that has done like console work for me, like he AV modded my Odyssey, my Atari, and my ColecoVision and all of that. He's like, yeah, I saw your video. I know exactly what the problem is. It's an easy fix. And so, as soon as he is able to get caught up, because I actually asked if I could... Come on, let me... I actually asked if I could drop it off, and he's like, no, I'm not taking anything else new. Because he's like the only person in the area that does console repair. So once he is available, he'll be able to fix that a bit more permanently.
I was in a toy store when I saw that word.
Okay.
B.
There we go. Now it's working.
Boat.
Boat.
Cool.
So yeah, I ended up getting a Virtual Boy for $60.
This word was on the front of a store.
The Cake
C.
Factory.
Cake. Great job. I saw this word when I was watching
The weather.
and rain.
Rain.
Cool. I saw this word on a bumper sticker.
Okay, I was wondering about
B.
that. I'm like, okay, that works.
Blue. Great job.
But sometimes oceans are green and it's perfectly fine.
I think I saw this word when I was looking at a book about airplanes.
Yeah, that would make sense.
W. Wing.
Wing.
Great. You finished 5 rounds of mystery letter. Let's check out the cause monitor. Great. Hey, you're halfway finished.
Okay. Well, I wanted to do a couple of those before I moved on to the rest of
Stay
the
and play more mystery.
other experiments. But since I'm here, I might as well just finish off the other word games.
Scramble.
Yay, letter jumble.
Now, what game can we play with a Let's see. That says C-A-T. Cat. Cool. Now, what if... Oops, the C fell off. Well, let's add a different letter. B.
Any one of
Let's
those would
add
make
a
another
B.
word.
Now, what does that spell? B-A-T. Bat. Like baseball bat. I wonder how many words we can make. I think I'll call this game Letter Jumble. To finish this experiment, add different letters to 5 Click a letter and add it to the beginning of the word. To finish this experiment, add 4 different letters to the beginning of 5 words.
Oh, wow. Okay.
M.
Man.
M-A-N, man. That man is wearing jeans.
Fan.
F-A-N, fan. The fan keeps people cool in the summer.
Pan can.
P-A-N, pan. This is a cookie pan. C. C-A-N.
Apple
This
juice.
is a juice can.
I just kind of had apple juice.
Cool. T. T-A-M-E. The dog.
I liked that dog.
C-A-M-E, came. People came over to the park. S.
Ass.
S-A-M-E, same. The sun is the same color.
Same color, yeah.
G. G-A-M-E, game. They just finished a softball.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like they're playing a game right there.
Cool.
But they just finished it.
W. W-I-N, win. The boy is going to win the race. F.
F.
F-I-N, fin. This fish has a cool fin. B.
Okay, I guess so.
B-I-N, bin. This is a bin for school supply.
I've got tons of bins around the place.
P. P-I-N, pin. This is a bowling pin. Cool.
I think that's 3, so we got 2 more to go.
B-A-K-E, bake. Chefs like to bake bread. R.
Well, I should hope they like doing it, because it's their job.
R-A-K-E, rake. He is using a rake to gather. C.
Now it's time for cake!
C-A-K-E, cake. They are eating a birthday cake.
Come on,
L.
there we go.
L-A-K-E, lake. Swimming in the lake can be fun. Cool.
Cool.
B. B-A-L-L, ball. The red ball is bouncy. F. F-A-L-L, fall.
I like
the leaves
fall.
fall in September. C. C-A-L-L, call.
To be
Use the
honest,
phone to call
my
someone.
least favorite, and this is saying something, because I there's something I like about every season of the year, but my least favorite season is actually summer.
H-A-L-L, hall. There's a hall at the school. Cool. You've played with 5 words. Let's see what's happening on the cosmo.
Yeah, exactly, Plague Doctor.
Great.
I end up
You're
cowering inside with the air conditioning just as much in the winter as I do cower inside it with the heater in the... cowering inside with the AC
You can
on
stay and
from the
play
heat
more
in the
letter
summer
jumble
as
by
much as I
clicking on the
do
magnet,
cower
or
inside
go try-
with the heat on from the cold in the winter. Got it. Okay, word swap.
Fine words. Dwayne's been telling me some cool stuff about reading. Did you know that
In fact,
letters make up
my
words, and words make up
electric
sentences?
bill goes up
Making
more in the
sentences
summer
is fun.
than it
That's
does
why
in
word swap
the
is
winter.
One of my favorite favorite new game.
because my apartment
Let's try
faces
it.
south.
All right.
So I always
The
get extra
girl
sunlight.
has, I'm going to try S-A-D.
The girl has a sad cat. The girl has a sad.
That's not right. Oh, look. C-A-T, cat. Let me try that one. The girl has a cat. Cool. To play word swap, look at the picture to see which word fits in the sentence. Play with all 5 sentences to finish the experiment.
It is
It's a
good when
magnet to
someone
start.
has a cat. The girl is wide. Wow.
Wide.
Yeah, let's try that. Is it gonna let me? Nope. Oh, there we go. At least I got a buzzer.
Mad.
Mad, I tell you, mad.
The girl is mad.
Let's win in the closet.
Look. Good job. Let's look in the closet.
Well, it might be a map. He might be looking at an atlas.
Good
Lord
job.
knows I've done that
Dad
enough.
has a book.
Because I'm a nerd. The bird can bake.
Sing.
What? Did I just put it in the wrong place?
Sing.
I guess it only lets you
Job.
get so sloppy
The
with
bird
placement.
can
That bird can sing! I can win. Nope, apparently I can't win.
Ride.
What? That's gotta be it. I'm just... There we go.
Great job. I can ride.
I can
Good
ride.
job. You finished 5 rounds of word swap. Let's look at the cosmonitor.
But yeah, when I was, I guess I didn't really talk about my,
Cool.
used game store trip on Saturday all that much last night.
Experiment.
But I started out at Start Over Games and found Tempo for the 32X for $40.
You can
This
either
usually goes
stay and
anywhere from
play
$60 to
more
$80.
word swap by clicking on the magnet, or go
And
try a new
so I
game.
grabbed that because they were doing a 2-for-1 sale. And I thought that was going to be the biggest find of the day. But no,
Find
no.
words that fit in a sentence. Then have fun.
No, dang it. I didn't want to click on that again. I was trying to get to the
You
other
can
side of the
either
fridge
stay
with the
and
cursor.
play.
There we go. Nope, nothing? Okay. Then I went to press start and picked up Ultimate Kicks Vectorman and Vectorman 2. But yeah, the stop at the pad in New London was the big one. That's where I got the Virtual Boy, and I picked up Wario Land for that. I got Goemon's Great Adventure for the Nintendo 64, and Super Mario Sunshine.
Click some.
So they were also having a buy 2 get 1 free game or day.
I went to the
So I ended up
grocery
getting
store
the
today.
Wario Land for
Can you
free.
help me put the groceries away? I keep
And then
some
they
in
had
the
a thing
refrigerator, and some of it on the shelf. My refrigerator has different
Well,
sections.
let's listen to this here.
Here's where I keep meat, like chicken and fish, eggs, fruits, vegetables. I put drinks on this middle shelf in the refrigerator because they are tall. I put stuff like peanut butter and jelly on this top shelf in the fridge. I usually keep cereal and bread here on these shelves.
Boing, boing.
That orange, for example, goes in the fruit bin in the refrigerator.
Oh, that was an
because
orange.
When 10 things are put away, we can make a yummy sandwich. The more items you put away, the more crazy things you can put on the sandwich. Just click the...
Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, and then the last thing I picked up at the pad was Sega Classics collection for the Sega CD. That also includes the Sherlock Holmes FMV game.
Jelly.
Jelly.
Peanut butter.
Crunchy. I did a little bit of grocery shopping earlier
Onion.
tonight. I couldn't find any actual bread. I just picked up a bunch of hamburger buns. It's good enough. Most of what I was looking for, I
Watermelon.
was able to find, so... happy for that. Just needed a few things to kind of feel a bit more comfortable with my
Squash.
food collection at home. That's a vegetable, right? Yeah, okay.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Chopping broccoli. Boing.
Sardines.
That should go with meat. Okay. It was a little too far down, I guess.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. Kiwis are tasty. Oh, by the way,
Lettuce.
the Taito games for Antstream should be live tomorrow. So tomorrow night I'll get to explore those games by Taito on Antstream,
Mustard.
which is great because I love elevator action. That's one of the games that we got. Let's try putting that up on the top.
Now
Yep,
you
okay.
get to make a crazy sandwich. If you want to earn more funny things to put on your sandwich, click the grocery bag and keep playing. When you're ready to make your snack, click the
Let's click the sandwich. Let's work with what we've got.
Let's make a sandwich using the food we just put away. All of the food items are listed here.
What's with that
Pick the
mouth?
items you want to put on the sandwich.
Okay, well, we'll start with bread.
Bread.
Now, normally most of this stuff I would never put on a sandwich anyway. And I'm kind of tempted to be rational, but no, we're gonna go nuts. So we'll
butter.
start with peanut butter, which is pretty normal. Well, that's just so we've got a base to put the sardines in.
Sardines.
And then we'll top that with some See, I'm still like thinking logically. Kiwi would probably not move around too much on top of the sardines, so we'll put that there. And then we can probably rely on the onion to stick around. Especially when it's that friggin' large. But then we should probably put some mustard on there. Before we add the squash and broccoli.
Broccoli.
And then we'll go with jelly.
Jelly.
And then the watermelon.
Squash.
Nope, not squash. Okay, fine. More squash then. And let's go watermelon.
Oops. Take off a piece of food to add another, or click them out.
Okay, so I guess I need to cap this off. So we'll take the squash back off.
Oops. Take off a piece of food.
I was trying to. Whoops. Oh, that cleared the plate. That cleared our masterpiece.
Bread.
Ah. Okay, so bread, peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I'm not going to put this back in the entirely correct order, but, you know.
Sardines.
I don't care that much. Sardines, and then kiwi.
Kiwi.
Now we'll go with the mustard.
Mustard.
Squash.
Squash.
Jelly.
Jelly.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
And one more slice of bread. Because, I mean, it's not a sandwich without 2 slices of bread. There we go.
Click. I think I'll have a bite. Hey, this is really good.
Don't do it, kid! Don't do it! I didn't even have to double dog dare him.
Thanks for helping. Let's take a look at the cosmonitor.
I mean, seriously, that's not the kind of sandwich you eat willingly.
Good job! Only one more activity to go.
All right.
You can stay and play with the groceries.
No thanks. Okay. What happens if we click here? Why is there a frog floating in? You know, that sink shouldn't be full of water. That plunger seems way too happy with his lot in life.
Can you help me conserve and recycle? To complete this experiment, look around my bedroom and click on the 8 ways that I can better conserve and recycle. Click the earth to start.
Okay.
Pick a place to look for ways to conserve or recycle.
Okay. So you could make sure that the windows are closed. Or open,
There must
depending
be
on what you
something
need to
I can
do.
do here to help protect the earth. Have a look around and see.
Oh, they're just going to do that. Come on. There we go.
A shoebox lid. Cardboard can be recycled too. That's cool.
And this piece of paper. That should go in there.
Good idea. Placing that paper in the recycling bin means it will be recycled and reused. That saves a tree from being cut down to make...
Oh, I'm not sure if this is going to go in there.
Even a wrapper can be recycled.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, recycling paper can be...
You were going to say fun, weren't you? Okay, the light's already off, so we're good there.
Pick a place to look for ways to conserve or recycle. Can you find a way to save energy over here?
Turn off the TV when you're not using it.
Great! Turning off the cosmonitor will conserve valuable electricity.
And same with the lamp.
Good job! It's still light outside. No need to have a lamp turned on with all these windows. Conserve electricity.
Which is one fantastic thing about LED lights. They barely use any energy compared to old light bulbs. And it's so easy to just say, okay, Google, turn off the living room lights. Or even do it remotely if I forget.
All of the ways to conserve
Okay,
and
Google,
recycle here.
turn the living room
Try
lights
another.
back on. Okay.
Pick a place to look for ways to conserve or recycle.
Probably the last couple of ones are going to be over here.
The kitchen is a great place to conserve. See what you can find.
Make
Good
sure that the
eyes.
water's off.
A dripping faucet means water is being wasted. This was a tricky one. It's a great idea to bring
okay.
your own bags to the grocery store rather than use the paper or plastic ones they give you. Saving paper and plastic can be fun.
Oh, there we go.
Recycling. That is one of the best ways we can cut down on what we take.
Oh, good,
from
you're
Earth.
still here. I don't know if you've ever seen this one, but this
Glass,
is
and plastic are all things.
Link the Informer's favorite trick that I've shown him. Okay, Google, red alert. Okay, Google, condition green. Like I said before,
You found
I'm a
all
nerd.
the ways to conserve and recycle here. Try another.
Well, you told me to look for 8 places, and I found
This
8.
place looks great to me.
Okay.
Check out the conservation poster. You did it. You found all the ways to conserve. Hey, we ought to check out. Good job.
Good job. Yay, we're gonna drink what we just poured in that
There's
test
nothing
tube.
better than a root beer float on a hot day.
Wow, now you are an official lab scientist too.
Yeah, just think of all the fun you could have. You can do neat scientific experiments almost anywhere.
See you soon.
Nice.
Well
I don't have too many other custom things set up, but that's one. I can't figure out how to get it to actually do like the red alert klaxon at the same time, but you know, maybe someday. Okay, so that's it for Mars Moose number 2. There's one more Mars Moose disc. I can't identify that writing. Some of these discs actually have like handwriting on them. I don't know if it comes across very well, but shows that they were actually used, which is kind of neat. Okay, load content. ROMs, discs, PlayStation, Lightspan, Mars Moose Stay and Play 3. Okay. Lightspan. I'm kind of curious. Like, I wonder how many people have actually, like,
Welcome to the
if this has ever been streamed on Twitch before. I mean, I've seen clips of this stuff on YouTube, so it's not completely new to YouTube. But I can't imagine it's gotten much play on Twitch. Yeah.
See Mars and Lonnie as they lead us on our exciting expedition. Let's watch.
What's an expedition?
It's when a bunch of people go on a long trip to do something. You know, like search for treasure.
It's Cosmo! Hi there! We're being famous explorers. Wanna join us?
We're keeping track of all our expeditions on this world map. We've planned 6 activities. Do them all, and you can be an explorer, just like us.
Sounds like a plan.
We've planned 6 expeditions that cover the entire world. Finish them all, and you'll be a world explorer. Click the pictures on our map to find out about each expedition. Then join us as we start exploring Lonnie's classroom.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job on the FMV on these games.
Join this expedition through
Whether
the
it's
forest to
animation
find food
or
for animals.
live action, they did a pretty good job.
Join this expedition through a forest to find food.
Oh, right. This is just
Go
tracking.
ahead. Choose a place to explore.
Alright, we're gonna go over to the hamster cage
There's lots
in
to
memory of our
explore.
dearly
Check it
departed.
out.
Artemis the gerbil died a couple of days ago. That is not a gerbil. What is that supposed to be?
Lonnie helped me make this extra special video clock. To set the time, click a number. Then click AM or PM. Next comes the best part. Click the picture to see a movie about the time you chose. Pick 6 different times of day to complete.
Okay, interesting.
This is one of my favorite times of the day.
There we go.
6 p.m. This looks like fun.
Who sets up their computer like that?
9 p.m. Drive-in movies are fun.
Oh man, I haven't been to drive-in movie in like literally decades.
12 noon. I'm hungry. Time for lunch.
Time for lunch.
12 midnight. Opossums are nocturnal animals. That means that they are awake at night.
That was not what I was expecting for noon or for midnight, but that was extremely fuzzy.
3 a.m. Bats hunt for food at night.
That's a lot of bats.
Cool! You've checked out 6 different times on the video clock. This expedition is finished.
Yay!
Cool! There are a lot more cool expeditions to go on. You can stay and play, or...
I'm actually kind of tempted to stick around and look at the other times. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Alright, so we started at 3, we went to 6, 9, midnight, and noon. 3 a.m., so we just have 6 a.m. and 9 a.m.
6 a.m. Time to get out of bed.
No, it's not. 6 a.m. is not a time that anyone should be waking up, I'm sorry.
9 a.m. School is starting.
That girl that passed in front at the end there just looked like she was having the day of her life.
School is starting.
Oh. Boing.
Here's a cool globe. It represents the planet Earth. Find out some more by clicking one of the magnifying glasses, or peel off a layer by clicking the banana. Explore all the layers to complete this. The outside layer of the Earth is called
The crust.
the Earth's crust is made of light rock, such as basalt and granite. The Earth's crust is 20 miles thick. That's really thin compared with the rest of the Earth, sort of like the skin of...
Skin of an apple. Yeah, I got it.
The ocean crust is thinner than land crust. Sometimes lava oozes up and forms underwater mountains.
Which become
The
islands.
crust of the Earth is broken up into plates, which move on top of the upper mantle. These plates float like rafts in a pool.
In a crowded pool, I guess.
The Earth's crust is like the crust on top of a pie. Sometimes it cracks and hot stuff bubbles out.
Hot stuff bubbling out.
Here's the Earth's mantle. Continents move on the part of the mantle called the asthenosphere. Sometimes lava oozes out of the asthenosphere through the crust to... Most of the mantle is solid rock, but the upper part just under the crust is liquid.
Okay, what does that have to do with the ice cream? I'm gonna come back to that one.
The Earth's mantle is about 1,800...
Oh, hold on. I lost my audio. One sec. Oh, it's because it came unplugged. Okay. There we go.
Click a magnifying glass or click the banana to remove the Earth's mantle.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
Most of the mantle is solid rock, but the upper part just under the crust is liquid. It's kind of like chocolate syrup on top of vanilla ice cream.
That sounds good.
The Earth's mantle is about 1,800...
Okay, well, I get the idea there. Let's do some more peeling.
Wow! This is the outer core of the planet Earth.
You know, this is supposed to be a reading and language arts adventure, but it's focusing a lot on science, which I am not upset about at all.
Some scientists think the Earth gets its magnetic field from the electric currents in the outer core.
I thought that was pretty much
The
like
outer
solid
core
now.
is 1,200 miles thick. That's as long as 12...
Yeah, good frame of reference there.
The outer core is made of hot liquid iron, nickel, and silicon. It's so hot there that a car would melt.
Alright, one more. Into the core.
This is way inside of Earth. It's called the inner core. The inner core is really, really hot. Around 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. What? The inner core is about 1,500 miles across. That's about the same size as the planet Pluto.
Yeah, rub it in with the planet thing.
The inner core is believed to be a solid ball of iron and nickel, sort of like a wrecking ball.
That should be everything. Huh. Okay.
Great job! You're done with this expedition. Good
Yeah, just a
job.
leisurely walk
There's a
from
lot more cool expeditions
Kamchatka
go
to
on.
Mecca.
You can stay and play or explore the...
Or the Bering Strait, I guess. Kamchatka is farther south. Can I open any of these? The hell? Okay, that was kind of cute. That was kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we get to watch that one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Let's go over to this side of the room.
Go ahead and explore. Play this cool word game to find food for an animal in the forest.
Yay, we're playing a computer game inside our computer game.
One or two players.
One. Click here to.
Choose the game you want to play, then click OK.
Play
Okay.
the middle letters of click here to continue.
These animals are really hungry. Choose which animal you want to help find food, and then click OK.
Let's go with the skunk. Saw someone refer to skunks as
Click here to
confused
continue.
cats earlier. Kind of works. They're kind of cute. I was walking through a park a few years back and
Play this game to help your animals
saw
get
a
to their
skunk,
food on the other side of
a
the
couple
forest.
of skunks actually,
map
just
at
kind
the
of
top
wandering
the
around.
screen
So I
shows
just
your
stopped
path.
and watched them.
Have fun.
Goofy
Click
little
the
critters.
letter that completes
They never
the
noticed
word.
me.
Ivy. V.
Ding
Ivy.
ding.
Good job.
The letter V is in the middle of the word I.
I love the pop-up book aesthetic here. It's kind of neat.
Cabin. B.
Ding ding.
Cabin.
Cool.
The letter B is in the middle of the word.
I think I actually went to sleep a little too early last night. I ended up waking up around 5:30, and then I had,
Grass.
had to like try to go back to sleep.
A. Grass.
Good job.
The letter A is in the middle of the word grass.
Love the look on that raccoon. Looked like he was about to pounce.
Rainbow. B.
Rain so.
Rainbow.
Good job.
The letter B
Good
is in the
job.
middle of the word rain. Cub. E. U.
See, now that's one that I could see a kid getting messed up with just a little bit.
Cub.
Good job.
I like it when this
U
stuff
is in
isn't
the middle of the
too
word
easy. Kind of got to challenge kids, but not frustrate them.
Dog.
I'm guessing that every time you
Oh,
come through
oh.
here, it might highlight something else. You know, like the duck or the kid or something.
Dog.
Good
Dog.
job.
The letter O is in the middle of the word dog. Dragonfly.
All right.
C. G. G.
G.
Dragonfly.
Cool.
The
Cool.
letter G is in the middle of the word dragon. Shack. A.
Because, like,
Shack.
when I play games with
Good
my
job.
nieces and
The letter A
nephews,
is in the middle
if it's
of the
something that
word
I've played a lot, but they're new to it, I try to go easy on them. But not so much like it feels like I'm going easy on them. Put up a little bit of a fight.
Daisy.
And I think I mentioned this before, but Nidhogg is really good for that. And after a while, I had to legitimately, like, even against my
The
6 or
letter
7 year
F
old
is in the
niece, I
middle
had
of
to
the word
actually
day.
legitimately play to win. Where's number 10? I got robbed. Hee.
Skunks like to eat insects, fruit, and plants.
What a good face.
Great job! Game's over.
But it looks like it goes
That
up to
was a
10 at the
cool
top.
Expedition. Let's check out the world map.
Yep.
Great.
Leisurely stroll from
We're at
Alaska
8
to, what, Guatemala, Belize?
Click the banner to play again, or keep exploring the rest of the classroom.
Nope, let's explore the rest of the classroom. That was kind of neat, though. It was filled with the, nifty little full motion video stuff. It's... Papier. That wasn't paper, that was a hippo. Someone needs to learn how to read.
Watch out for the traffic jam near the pencil sharpener.
Okay. See, this stuff is just delightfully whimsical, so I mean, it's perfect for kids. Just goofy stuff.
Lonnie and I are learning about seasons. Check out all 4 seasons to complete this expedition. Choose a level at the bottom of the bulletin board, and then click a season to start.
Okay, well, let's just go right to
Level
level
2.
2. And we'll
Summer.
start in summer. Even though we're, what,
This is a
3
summer
days
scene
away
in
from
Missouri.
spring?
Wait a minute. This scene looks kind of funny. Fix the scene and then take a picture. Have fun.
Dolphin.
I love that. I love that he's wearing a squid.
Fireman's hat. Top hat. Squid.
I want to leave the squid there, but they probably have a problem with that.
Balloon. Clock. Ice cream cone. Dolphin. Sheep. Pig. Armchair. Dolphin, pig.
I want to leave the armchair there so bad. Man, why don't they let me have any fun?
Ice
I
cream
think
cone.
we're
Ice
I think we're
cream
set
cone.
now.
Cool. You did it.
That didn't look like it was coming out of the hat. It looked like it was coming out of his head.
Ice cream cone.
Great. 3 more seasons to go.
You know what? Let's buck the trend. Let's go
Spring.
backwards. I'm a rebel.
This is a spring scene in Missouri.
Didn't we just have, like, summer in Missouri?
Shorts.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to salute our shorts.
Missouri flag. Rubber duck. Moving truck.
Yeah, probably not supposed to be in the water.
Steamboat.
There we go.
Winter clothes. Barbershop quartet. Martians.
Yes!
Spring clothes.
Oh, fine.
Armchair. Wildflowers. Rocket ship.
Yeah, why
Rocket
not?
ship. Armchair. Wildflowers. Spring clothes.
No fun.
Cool, you did it! Cool, you're halfway there.
No, you know what? I'm going to skip to
Fall.
fall. I'm not going to go in order at all. Fall in
This
Missouri.
is a fall scene in Missouri. Have
I see nothing wrong at all with this picture.
Octopus.
But I might as well conform to social norms.
Cake. Pies. Octopus.
I was going to say, is the cake propping the window open?
Pies. Gila monsters.
Gila monsters.
Chicken and rooster. Flamingos. Gila. Chicken and dinosaur. Tiger.
Yay.
Dog.
Dog.
Dinosaur. Dog. Light bulbs.
Light bulbs.
Light bulbs.
Thought that that's what those were.
Snowballs. Hay.
Hey.
Leaves. Light bulbs.
Light bulbs. It's probably leaves,
Hay.
actually.
Leaves.
Because it's fall.
cool.
Hay
You did
probably
it.
would have... I'm actually kind of wondering if
Dog,
it would have
leaves.
accepted hay. Nope. It's not going to let me change
Dog.
it.
Pies.
Oh well.
Just one more to go.
Yep.
Winter.
Winter. Winter can be so pretty.
This is a winter
Oh,
scene in
jeez.
Missouri.
Swimsuits.
See, you know this is wrong because it's winter in Missouri. Now, if this was winter in Minnesota or Wisconsin, there'd be nothing wrong here. They're going on a polar bear dive.
Snowballs.
There we go.
Flowers. Surfer. Giraffe. Skier.
What's the
Parrot.
skier doing back there?
Toucan. Snowy owl.
That works.
Parrot. Snowy flower. Skier. Flowers. Fish.
Yes! I love the winter when the fish trees are in bloom.
Snow.
Okay, I think that probably does it.
Cool. You did it.
All right.
Snowballs.
So I guess it's making me do this part.
Great job. You did it.
Missouri, the show-me state, is located in the Midwest. What a fun place to go!
I don't know what made them pick Missouri, but okay. Especially considering it's
Cool. Wow.
representing Europe.
We've finished almost all of the expeditions.
Yep, 2 more to go.
You can
It's
stay
not a
and play
tumor.
or explore the.
Alright, I think we're done with this wall. Abkadefkachingelmanopkerstuvertses.
This
It's
looks
the
like
most
a
remarkable
great
word
place for
I've
an
ever
expedition.
seen.
Wait till you see what you can do with these special dioramas. Build a classroom or a family room, and you'll complete another cool expedition on the world map.
Interesting. Okay. I want to do the family room.
Oh, this is fun! Click the items on the ruler to.
Wow! It's The Sims Lite! Check it out! This is kind of cool!
Coffee table. Bookshelf.
Can I rotate it somehow? No. Well, then we'll just put it in the corner here by the door. If it'll let me. No? How about right here? Okay.
Coffee table. Click to switch to the map of your diorama. Click to switch to the map of your diorama. Use this compass to flip an item.
Ah, okay.
Click an item to select it, and then click this button to flip it.
Click the item to select it.
Use this erase. Use
and
this.
Click that to rotate. Ah, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Put it up here. There we go.
Couch.
Couch.
Lamp. Couch.
Lamp. La couch.
Lamp.
Alright, and we
You
want
use
to
this
rotate
compass
that a
to-
little bit. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, menu screen.
Use this.
Come on.
Use-
There we
Click
go.
an item to select.
Yep, I know.
Use this compass.
I'm
Use
going
this.
to rotate. Put it right here. Now let's put it right in the corner.
Coffee table. Couch. Lamp. Recline. Couch.
And we'll put another couch down.
Congratulations! You
No, I'm not
created your
done.
own diorama and map. You finished a cool expedition.
No, I'm not done. Dang it.
Good job! Wow, we've finished almost all of the expeditions. You can stay and play or explore
Nah.
the
That was pretty cool, though. I gotta admit. One game left.
Ooh, this is a cool puzzle. Flip the pieces to play the game, and then discover a mystery picture. If you don't want a timer, click the broken watch. If you want a timer, choose the big watch on the right.
I'm gonna go with the broken watch for now.
Good choice. No timer.
I will
Choose
do
the
level
yellow
2,
card
though.
For level 1. Click the pink card for level 2. Play with words. Wow, this is a challenge.
Okay. Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Click a piece to start. Have fun.
The hermit crab looks for a shell. What?
Communication and self-expression. Nature. Use the numbers to show the correct order of these sentences.
Okay.
When you are finished, click the small picture of the puzzle piece.
Alright. Plants the seeds. Oh, okay. I think that's right. Yay!
Communication and self-expression. Communication.
Oh, okay. So the picture that gets revealed after I do all 9 of these is the hermit crab. Okay. So now this time... Okay, we need to put this over here. That's what that is. Dials the phone number. Chantal answers the phone. Sylvie and Chantal talk on the phone. Hooray! Okay. All right. No, that doesn't make much sense, but oh well. Okay, let's put that over here for now. All right, puts money in is going to be number 1. takes a can out is going to be number 2, and drinks the soda is number 3. Hi, Siren. Hi. Sleepy kitty. All right.
Communication and self.
Am I just supposed to look for the...
The hermit crab looks for a shell.
Because I've uncovered one that looks like it's the hermit crab looking for its shell, but...
Animals.
Animals. Animal. There's probably one on the couch behind me too, but napping under the blanket. Okay. The robin finds a worm, the robin flies with the worm, the robin feeds the worm to its young, and we won't go into the details about how the, robin barfs the worm up into her baby's mouths.
Nate.
Or, I guess we just did. Okay. Snow is on the ground is first. The sun comes out, then the snow melts. Pa 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 pa. Okay.
Communication.
Okay, the curtain goes up second. Puts on the makeup first. I gotta say, as someone who did a lot of acting in high school, I hated the makeup. Ugh, I just hated the touch of it. Almost as bad as wearing tights. Okay, next one.
Real life.
Okay, let's just put this over here. Children buy movie tickets first. Watch the movie last. Buy popcorn in between. Do 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 do. All right.
Real life.
Oh, the whole picture goes together. Okay. Cute. It's for a used shell lot. Okay, the swimming pool is empty. Swimming pool is filled with water. Yeah, let's not have the children swim in it before it's filled with water. That would be bad. Okay, last one, more aminals. Oh, geez. When I moved into where I am now, the landlady said, I asked, okay, where do I drop off the rent? And she said, oh, you can put it in the
when you are finished.
you can put it in this mail slot that's attached to the outside of the building that had no lock on it. I'm like, no thanks. So until they finally made it so you could pay it online, like a year or two ago, I drove 20 minutes to the main office and handed them my rent check every month. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to let that get lost in the mail or potentially get stolen. That's stupid. I mean, at least
Click
it's a
the
mail
numbers
slot
to
that
move
deposits
it.
inside, which is a step up. Okay. Grabs leaves second. Eats leaves third. Walks to tree first. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh. Well,
Great
that's a lemon.
job. You solved the puzzle. Let's check our expeditions on the world. Now that you're a world explorer, come join us on our next trip. But don't forget to pack your trunk.
Okay, you saw that too, right? Wow, okay, so that's Mars Moose. We've got almost an hour left, so we're going to move on to another disc. Thinking here. Oh yeah, you'll have it by the end of tomorrow. Nah, I don't think those would last very long at this point. Maybe I'll do that the last week. Okay, so I've already got something, and I told you that I've got something different planned on the last Monday of the month. But I think I'm going to do... Oh, no, wait. I should wait until I get the Polymega. I have all the Sega Kids Club games, but one of them is on Sega CD. So I kind of want to wait until I get the Polymega and have a way of playing Sega CD games to do that. And that should be interesting. Which, by the way, the Polymega now has a concrete street date of July 6th, which is a couple of weeks before my birthday. Woohoo. I'm still kind of holding out hope that I'll get in the beta, but... because then I might get it in April or May, but I'm not going to count on it. Okay, discs, whoops, no, discs, Lightspan, and we are going with Liquid Books. In fact, let me take a look at something really quick. What do I have for... when is my next edutainment stream planned? September. Okay. So I'm going to type that in right now. There we go. So in September, I'll be doing more of these, but I will also do the Sega Kids Club games. For now, let's go with Liquid Books, Amarita's Trees, and Cerdito. Wow. The line as the unending horizon, a curve as the rising sun. No, the curve as a distant hill, a ray as the rising sun, a point as a distant bird. Okay, so let's go with
Amrita's trees.
Amrita's trees. Oops. I really should have waited. Hold on. I am going to reset this. I forgot to wait until the scanning was complete. Uh-oh. Did I crash it? I think I crashed it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Restart. Oh, we get that this time. Neat. I guess I do have the BIOS.
Welcome to the Liquid Bookstore.
Okay.
Cerdito, Amrita's tree.
Now we should be fine. I just didn't want that burbling.
Trees.
Balhano, welcome to Rajasthan, India. This is the story of how
Well, I hope it helped distract you a little bit tonight. Go enjoy your modding, your modding duties, and try to have a restful night.
My name is Nalini. Our family lives in the desert by a forest. Our home is cool and dry.
Wow, that was a huge dip in volume. Come on.
We love our village and the forest which grows beside it. My people and I are Bishnoi, and we believe that every tree in the forest is special and should be protected. We need the trees because they protect us from the harsh desert wind and show us where to find precious water. Everything was peaceful until the Maharaja and his troops arrived in our forest.
It's not just you. I can barely hear that.
The Maharaja rode in with his caravan.
The Maharaja rode in with his caravan. I'm just gonna leave it turned all the way up for now. Or almost all the way up. And I'll read what's quiet.
My mother was the first to see the troop of axemen.
My mother was the first to see the troop of axemen.
She ran to the forest.
Okay, that was a decent volume. Ugh.
The Maharaja needs these trees.
Please, oh please do not cut down our trees.
I must do as the Maharaja has commanded.
And I must follow my beliefs and protect the trees.
The rest of the villagers rushed to join her.
We have our orders. Get out of the way.
We were scared, but we knew we had to save our trees. Oh, jeez.
Stand aside.
Just then, the Maharaja saw what was
I
happening.
love her scarf.
Stop.
The Maharaja realized how important our trees were to us.
From this day forward, your forest will be protected. Let us celebrate by planting new trees so that your forest can continue to grow and flourish.
Okay, that was an interesting turnaround. Quite sudden, too.
Now let's plant a tree. Click each object in the order that you need to use.
Okay, so we need to click each object in order for planting a tree. Oh, oops, okay.
The Maharaja realized
I didn't realize that would go back to the last slide. Okay.
Let's plant a tree. Click each object in the order that you need to use.
So,
Shovel.
probably the shovel.
That's right. First you need to dig a hole. Water.
Okay,
Seedling.
so the seedling is next.
Seedling. Great. You put the seedling in the hole.
And put the dirt back on it.
Good job. The roots of the seedling need to be protected with soil.
And then the water.
Excellent. Now all the seedling needs is some water. We planted some trees and celebrated. Every year we plant more trees to help us remember that special day when we saved our forest by hugging the trees.
Wow, that went quick.
Cerdito and the Coyote.
Well, I've got another liquid book after this, so we'll just go through the liquid books and then we'll find someone to raid. That is a derpy looking pig. I love it.
Once there was a little pig named Cerdito. He lived on a small farm near a rocky mountain.
Volume mixing is better in this one.
One day, Cerdito climbed up a high cliff. He was enjoying the view when he saw a large coyote following his trail.
Oh, jeez.
The coyote was getting closer. Cerdito knew that he would have to think of some way to trick him. To help Cerdito decide, find a trick.
What the?
Before you get me, take a good look at what I'm doing. I'm keeping this water from flooding the whole valley. If we don't help each other out, we'll both be underwater. You take my place, and I'll see if I can find something to plug up the hole.
Yeah, you've been had. Let's try this.
I know you're hungry. Look at all of these eggs. These sure
They're
smell
rocks.
good. They'll taste much better than I.
You're a dick, Cerdito.
I hate that pig.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Find 10 things that are wrong with this picture to help Cerdito escape.
Okay.
Good.
I mean, it's not hard to find what's wrong with this picture when they stand out like this.
Good work. Good thinking. Absolutely. Great. Good. Good.
Hey, that looks comfy as hell. Ah!
That's right. Good work.
Thanks for helping me out.
Hey, you're welcome. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got everything.
Later that afternoon, Cerdito was wallowing in the mud near a large rock quarry. Once again, the persistent coyote was coming his way. Cerdito had to quickly think of another trick.
Cerdito looks really, really happy right now. Okay, that's clever enough. Big bot.
I know you're really hungry, and I know something that will taste much better than I. Have you ever tasted cheese? There's some right in front of you in the water. Go ahead, try it. It's delicious.
I hate that pig.
I mean, he's starving. Don't make fun of the fact that he's starving. Jeez. I know he wants to eat you, but you don't want something starving and angry at you.
The The coyote, frustrated and hungry, asked Cerdito if there was any work he could do around the farm for
Okay, well, that's at least something. I know. That is one shit-eating grin of a face.
Cerdito said he knew just the job for him.
I hate that pig.
Well, I mean, as long as he's actually getting food out of it, that's something, but... Goodness.
Cerdito and the Coyote.
Yeah, Cerdito is a...
Amrita's trees.
bitch of a swine. Alright, so that's it for these liquid books. We've got one more liquid book. So we'll switch to that here. Close content. Load content. Unfortunately, this version of RetroArch doesn't really have like the library that you can populate, so I have to navigate all the way through every time. The Wandering Path.
Welcome to the Liquid Bookstore.
Read only? Interesting.
Credits. Say read only. New game.
Is this going to be more interactive than the last thing? Whoops. Forgot to wait until it was ready again. There we go. Scanning a file finished.
Please choose a level.
Let's restart. There we go. It's this bright yellow disc. Sounds like fun.
Welcome to the Liquid Bookstore.
Okay.
New game.
New game.
Excuse me, wise traveler. But your reputation has preceded you, and we need your help. Our village is in a quandary. We are building an important bridge, and we must select a worthy name.
Oh, is that
3
all?
of our villagers have suggested names, each so fantastic that we are unable to decide on one. Please listen to each suggestion and make this important choice for us.
Okay.
Please choose a level.
I'll go with level 2.
These are the homes of the villagers who suggested names for the bridge. They are eager to meet you.
Alright, let's go to the crane first.
Welcome. Do come in. This wonderful story inspired my suggestion for the name of the bridge. Here. I do hope you enjoy reading it as much as I have. The secret ingredient.
Long ago, in a small rural village, there lived a young boy named Yense. Yense loved to cook. Calling upon his exceptional creativity, he prepared the tastiest dishes in the village. Greatly anticipated were the annual feasts where Yense's specialties were the highlight of the celebration. Yense was responsible for tending his family's garden. Okay, I want to know how that's pronounced.
Yenza was responsible.
Yenza, okay. If I've got the option, I want to know how to do it properly. Yensa was responsible for tending his family's garden and for preparing all of their their daily meals. Every afternoon, Yensa's sharp knife flew through the air as he swiftly sliced vegetables and chopped special seasonings. Noodles, scallions, ginger, and garlic all danced in Yensa's handcrafted wok as he held it over a scorching fire. Each evening, Yensa's family returned home from a long day of work in the fields to the smell of enticing aromas emanating from the kitchen. They would eagerly prepare for dinner, eager to discover what delightful meal awaited. One day, far away at the imperial palace, the emperor ate his evening meal in sadness. A message had arrived from Master Chef Tsai, explaining that his family was in great need of his help. This was one of the last meals he would prepare for the emperor. In need of a replacement for Master Chef Tsai, the emperor immediately sent out a proclamation announcing a contest to find the best chef in all the land. Welcome to the Kitchen Coliseum! Candidates were asked to bring their ingredients to the palace and to prepare one specialty for the emperor and all of his advisors. When the word of the contest came to Yensa's village, there was great excitement. All knew that Yensa possessed the talent to be the new master chef. Yensa was filled with happiness. He decided to prepare an especially unique dish for the emperor. It took him several days to gather the seasonings that would flavor his specialty. Soon the villagers helped Yensa load his ingredients and traveling supplies onto a small wagon. They wished him well as he set off on his long journey. Yensa traveled through miles of lush bamboo, fighting his way through the dense forest of straight green stalks. The bamboo trees towered overhead as high as 100 feet, their branches sprouting out to create a dark ceiling above. Yensa traversed thickly wooded slopes of larch, linden, and birch trees. He clambered up the side of steep mountain gorges with the loose rock crumbling under his feet. He trekked across vast open plains of sweeping alpine grasses. After 20 long days of travel, Yensa happened upon a tiny village nestled in a quaint valley. He noticed immediately that the village had suffered a terrible misfortune. Trees, plants, and stones littered the ground, and most of the homes were barely standing. He spotted a young girl sitting by a pile of branches. Her face was streaked with dirt and tears. "What has happened to your village?" asked Yensa. "A sudden flood of water rushed through our valley. It tore at our homes and uprooted our crops. We sit hungry as we begin to replant." Yensa did not pause for even a moment before he quickly began to unpack his wagon. The young girl cautiously observed as Yensa began to unload his many sacks of food. Suddenly she ran off toward a field nearby, calling to her fellow villagers. The people of the village began to gather and watch in amazement as Yensa readied to prepare a feast. Some ran to get woks and bowls, others went to get water. The children gathered twigs for the crackling fire. What a celebration! Soon the meal was ready. No one had ever tasted food so delicious and satisfying. The villagers ate every morsel of the delectable repast. Yensa wished he had more food that he could share. However, now he had nothing left but a small bag of rice and a pouch of seasonings. Everyone in the village rejoiced and thanked Yensa for his help. They would forever remember his good deed. Yensa left to continue his journey. As he walked across the mountainous region of river valleys, he carefully contemplated his situation. Without ingredients, he could not create the specialty he had planned. How would he face the Emperor with only a simple rice dish to present? Yensa arrived at the palace hungry and tired. After resting, he joined the other candidates in the palace kitchen. There they worked, preparing complicated dishes with exotic ingredients such as lotus root and tree ear mushrooms. Jellyfish spattered as they sizzled in hot oil. A giant pot of fish head soup boiled heartily over the fire. The other chefs simply laughed as Yensa began to cook his plain dish. The grand hall was soon ready. Each chef stood beside a long table, presenting an elaborate specialty. The Emperor entered and eyed the festive banquet. His taster began by eating a bit of each delicacy. The Emperor followed behind, taking large bites of each dish. He chewed slowly and thoughtfully, but showed no reaction. The Emperor's many advisors walked behind him, eating all that was left. The Emperor said nothing as he proceeded. Finally, the Emperor approached Yensa. He looked curiously at the small bowl of rice on the table. He paused before tasting it and asked, "Why have you prepared such a simple dish and an amount so small that all may not partake?" Yensa dropped his head in shame. "On my way to the palace, I discovered a village that had suffered from a terrible flood. The people of the village were so hungry that I felt I could do nothing other than prepare my specialty for them. This is all that remained." The Emperor nodded in acknowledgement and then tasted the rice. He continued to eat until the very last grain was gone. "Never before have I tasted a dish so wonderful. Your kindness and generosity must be the secret ingredient. Will you be my new master chef?" The crowd in the palace hall cheered when Yensa accepted the position. Yensa went on to be recognized as a great master chef, and all remembered him for his compassion and goodwill. That was cool.
To show your understanding of the story, please answer these questions. Do keep an eye on the lanterns. If they both burn out, you'll have to begin the story again. Click the box next to each of the correct answers. Then click OK.
Alright. Which are likely to be the reactions of people in Yensa's village after he leaves? Sad but excited. Proud when they hear he's become the master chef. Villagers wish he would lose the contest and return home to cook for them? Maybe. I'm gonna go with okay on this.
Fabulous work. Click the letter next to the correct answer. Then click OK.
How can the other chefs best be compared to Yensa? Harder workers, more talented, know more recipes, behaved in a thoughtless manner. Yeah, they did laugh at him.
Wonderful work.
Which is not a main problem in the story. Yensa used most of his special ingredients. The Emperor is in need of a chef. Must leave a palace to find a new chef. Little girl's village is destroyed. Nope, the Emperor did not leave the palace.
Simply beautiful.
Close. Nicely hidden answer there. What is likely to be Yensa's feeling after the little girl tells him her story? Troubled. Annoyed.
Excellent effort. Swap the pieces of paper by first clicking one and then clicking another. Click OK when you are finished.
Okay. Let's see here. The villagers help Yensa. The Emperor eats his meal with heavy-heartedness. Villagers thank Yensa. Crowd cheers. Okay, so this would be the last.
The villagers thank.
There we go. And these get swapped. Oops, nope. I was getting 2 and 3 mixed up. Okay. Emperor eats his meal, villagers help pack his wagon, the villagers thank Yensa, and the crowd in the palace hall cheer.
Simply beautiful.
Simply beautiful. Okay. Oh, this is a little bit more compressed. So the word came first. I'm going to say he gathers his seasonings, then packs his wagon. I'm going to say that he was filled with happiness and excitement before he started gathering.
Fabulous work.
Okay, good.
Click to select the correct passage, then click OK.
Highlight the phrase that is similar in meaning to the words kindness and generosity. Compassion and goodwill.
Simply beautiful.
I'm enjoying the music. Highlight the phrase that indicates the Emperor is a thoughtful leader. Yeah. Probably that one.
Fabulous work.
Yay! It's very soothing music.
Use the arrows on the bamboo stalk to select a word or phrase. Then click the top of the column in which you want to place it. Click OK when you are finished.
Okay. Okay. That looks about right.
Excellent effort.
Excellent effort.
Use the arrows on the bamboo stalk to select a word or phrase. Then click the top of the column in which you want to place it. Click OK when you are finished.
The large. The large. The large.
Larch.
Okay. Well, that is vegetation, but it was kind of described as terrain. Cooking ingredients. There we go. That's terrain. Scallions is a cooking ingredient, so is noodles. Valley terrain, gorges, jellyfish. There we go.
Simply beautiful.
Yay!
Use the arrows on the bamboo stalk to select a word or phrase. Then click the top of the column in which you want to place it. Click OK when you are finished.
Okay, I think it was Yensa's village that had the annual feasts. Both villages had gardens. Both were small. Only Yensa's village had enough food. Girl's village was Nope, both villages were sorrowful. Littered ground, hungry, flooded. Both villages were rural. Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Please try again. The correct part to answer this question.
Okay. See, I was thinking that both villages were sorrowful. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to put the gardens in Yensa's village. And the girl's village is sorrowful. There we go.
Excellent effort. Click the correct words or phrases in the choice column on the left to place them in the answer column on the right. Click OK.
Alright, which are possible solutions to the Emperor's problem? Order pizza!
Simply incredible. You have demonstrated a great understanding of this
Oh man,
story
pizza
of
sounds
Artemisa
awesome right
and
now.
its generous deed.
Well, let's click the arrow like we have been. There we go.
The Bridge of Generosity would be a most wonderful name for the bridge.
Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I'm gonna go across the way to the tiger here. Because I don't think we're gonna get through all of these. Oh no, that's not a tiger.
Hello, hello. Come in, yes, come in. My idea for the name of the bridge was sparked by one of the many messages in this delightful story.
So I think we're actually going to have to call it after this story here, or after this story and the questions. The winter that year seemed endless. With each passing day, all who lived in the small village grew more and more... Why did they start me on page 2? Huh. Okay. Seems like we were right in the middle of the story. Children fidgeted and begged to play outdoors. Farmers paced about on the cold, hard soil of their fields and wished for the spring planting season to arrive. Following the traditions of their ancestors, many villagers filled the long, dreary days creating folk art. Delicate paper cuts pasted on windows cast fanciful shadows of grasshoppers and teapots. Fierce embroidered tigers seemed to jump right off the fabric on which they were stitched. Elaborate sketches for woodblock prints depicted lively scenes from ancient tales. As winter lingered on, the food supply started to dwindle, and the elders began to discuss what should be done. Soon the elders decided that everyone in the village would help craft goods to sell at the nearest city. The money would then be used to buy enough food to last through the end of the winter. Every family in the village was told of the plan. Liu awoke the next morning filled with anticipation. She knew that the survival of the village depended on the efforts of every person, and Liu was eager to fulfill her duty. After their morning meal, Liu and her 3 sisters joined the group that had gathered to create the embroidered goods. From the needles of her sisters came colorful, satiny images of lotus flowers, monkeys, and poisonous spiders. They had already mastered the delightfully textured dot-Z stitch and the shiny, smooth ping stitch. Liu's piece of silk, however, was covered with puckers from tight, uneven stitches. What was supposed to be a pool of charming little golden fish looked much more like a puddle during a long, cold rainstorm. Liu began to feel as if she had no control over her rebellious little hands. At the end of the day, one of the elder women gently suggested to Liu that perhaps she might try helping the woodblock printers instead. Liu and her sisters were walking home when they noticed a little boy who was crying. His new bright red kite had become tangled up in a tree. Little Liu ran to help. Liu climbed up the wide trunk of the tree so quickly that it looked as though she had run right up its side. The kite was lodged on a thin, brittle branch that Liu could not quite reach. Slowly she edged her way across a small lower branch, and then precariously balanced upon one foot as she reached up for the kite. Passing villagers stared in awe. Liu looked like an elegant crane perched ever so carefully in the tree. Liu retrieved the kite, swung down from the branch, and completed a perfect landing on both feet. The onlookers nodded and smiled, enjoying the momentary distraction from their daily worries. As she continued walking toward home with her sisters, Liu remembered her difficulty with the embroidery. When Liu arrived home, she told her mother about her disappointing experience. She trembled with the fear that she would not be able to find a way to help the village effort. "Do not worry, my little Liu," said her mother. "I am certain that deep inside you have an amazing talent that will serve our village. Perhaps tomorrow will be the day that you find it." As she lay in bed that night, Liu envisioned herself as a woodblock printer. The next morning, Liu awoke with a start. In her dream, she had created a wondrous woodblock print of a plum blossom deer, a sign of prosperity to come. When Liu arrived at the workshop of the woodblock printers, she sat down and quietly observed how the prints were made. Artful sketches on clean white paper were first pasted onto smooth blocks of date wood. Once dried, they were sanded down, so only the lines from the sketches remained. The carvers then began to work. Curled pieces of wood jumped off their knives as they etched deep grooves into the even grain of the wood. By afternoon, Liu felt she was ready to assist. She was immediately attracted to one of the blocks that was about to be inked. On it danced a whimsical likeness of the legendary Liu Hai and his constant companion, the three-legged toad. Liu ever so lightly applied the ink to the block, and then quickly pressed a fresh piece of paper against it. But unlike the delicate lines and crisp solid areas of the other prints she had seen, Liu's was dotted with blotches of ink among a series of rather blurry lines. Liu tried and tried, but at the end of the day the master printer kindly hinted to Liu that perhaps she would be of more help to the paper cutters. On her way home, Liu was hailed by an elderly gentleman that lived next to her family. He needed a small porcelain bowl that was placed high on a shelf that hung over his doorway. Liu looked about, not sure how she could be of help. Then Liu noticed several chairs that her neighbor had just constructed. Liu carefully stacked the chairs, one atop the other. The first stood flat, but the others rose at an odd angle. With amazing agility, Liu gracefully climbed to the top. As there was nowhere to place her feet, Liu lifted herself into a handstand, leaving one hand on the back of a chair. She then reached with the other to grab the bowl. Many villagers gathered as Liu performed her challenging feat. They held her breath as she balanced on the top of the stack for a moment, looking like an exquisite golden monkey. Liu then leaped into the air, turned a tight somersault, and landed with the fragile bowl in the palm of her hand. Everyone applauded and grinned with enthusiasm. The villagers were so enthralled by Liu's stunt that word of her talent quickly spread throughout the village. That evening, Liu told her mother how poorly she had done at the art of woodblock printing. Liu cried in her mother's arms. Liu's mother calmly rubbed her forehead and once again said, "Do not worry, my little Liu. I am certain that deep inside you have an amazing talent that will serve our village. Perhaps tomorrow will be the day that you find it." That night, Liu dreamed of paper cutting. Floating edges of paper flowed into the images of 5 beautiful bats emerging from a decorative vase. When she rose that morning, Liu could still see her vision of good luck and felt confident that paper cutting would be her newfound talent. Liu joined the paper cutters, anxious to work. She sat before the large table and closely watched the masters work. Each snip with the scissors seemed like a miracle. The perfect amount of pressure and a practiced twist of the wrist created images of unsurpassed beauty. Liu cut and cut, attempting to create a swiftly swimming carp, a symbol of perseverance. But time after time, her unpracticed cuts brought forth only sharp, ugly edges that were crinkled and torn. Just as Liu had accidentally cut her paper in half, 3 of the village elders entered the hut. All eyes turned to them. The wisest of the elders spoke. Liu quivered as he looked into her eyes. "Liu, you have a great talent," he slowly spoke. "A talent that could be of great service to your village." The paper cutters all turned to Liu. Liu felt the blush of confusion on her face. She could not fathom what her talent might be. Certainly it was not the art of paper cutting. Your acrobatic feats have begun to draw much attention to our village. Several nearby villages have asked to see you perform, said the honorable elder. Liu's face lit up with the knowledge that she could now help the village prosper. Her natural talents of balance, grace, and ingenuity had combined to make her a masterful acrobat. Little Liu performed in towns throughout the region and brought much good fortune to her village. As the years passed, Liu became a well-known master of acrobatics. Children traveled great distances to learn from her, and whenever there was a child that struggled with the art of acrobatics, Liu would always rub the child's little forehead and say, "Do not worry, my little one. I am certain that deep inside, you have an amazing talent. Perhaps someday will be the day that you find it." That was really cool. And I have seen
To express your understanding of the story.
At China Lights, this event that happens every year in Milwaukee and some other places, I've seen those people that stack the chairs and balance on them, and it's just amazing. According to the story, how is time often passed during the long winter season? Crafting.
How wonderful.
Witchcraft is not mentioned as a specialty of Liu's village. I want to say silk painting. Yeah.
Positively fabulous.
They used silk for embroidery, but not painting. Which are themes of the story? You may have a hidden talent. Don't try something new if you think you won't be good at it. Well, then nothing would be done. Some talents are more special than other talents. Don't give up even though you face challenging situations. Yeah, that'll do.
How wonderful.
Place the events in order of their occurrence. Okay. Okay, I think the embroidery was before the kite, then the bowl, then the acrobatics in other towns.
Positively fabulous.
Okay, place the steps of woodblock printing in correct order. Okay. Sketches on paper are pasted onto the block.
The carvers.
Carvers etched the design. The block is sanded. Wait. No. Paper has to dry first. There we go.
Oops.
Nope.
Please try again. Skim to the section that describes the process.
Ah, thank you.
Skim to the section.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Skim to the Skim to the.
Ah. Okay. Getting close. Okay. Sketches are drawn. Then they're dried. Then they're sanded. Then they're carved. Okay. Come on. Okay. Oh, they scrambled it again. Okay. Okay, now I think we got it. There we go.
Great effort.
Highlight the section that tells the reader that Liu is not skilled at embroidery. That right there. It's covered in puckers.
What great work.
Highlight the section that identifies Liu's main problem. She was worried that she wouldn't be able to help the village find a way to... that she wouldn't be able to find a way to help the village. Okay, needles are for embroidery. .z stitch. Etching is for woodblock printing. Satiny image for embroidery. Same with silk. Sanding. Sketches. Cast shadows pasted on windows. Carvers. There we go.
How wonderful.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Feelings while dreaming, excitement, encouragement. After crafting, frustration, discouragement, fear, disappointment, sadness.
Positively fabulous.
Place the word or phrase under the correct heading. Okay. The boy was the only one crying. I think they were both little. They were both helped by Liu. The boy had the kite tangled in the tree. They both couldn't reach an object. They both asked for help. Only the gentleman was elderly. They both had a problem.
The answer column is full. First, make room by clicking a...
Okay. So we'll just say... Whoops. The boy was little, but they both had problems.
The answer column is full.
Ah!
First, make room by clicking a word or phrase to remove it.
Well, we'll put it in the gentleman column.
Oops. Please try again. The correct parts of your answer have been highlighted. Two minor...
There we go. That looks right.
Great effort.
Okay. I guess the boy didn't actually ask for help. He was just crying. Okay, which details help support the main idea that the winter seems endless to the villagers? Children fuss. Stay indoors. Farmer wish for spring. Food supply dwindles.
What great work.
One more to go.
Click the label of a box to select it. Then click the correct words or phrases in the choice box to select them. When you are finished, click OK.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, these are Liu's traits. She's helpful, graceful, determined. I'd say enthusiastic. Feelings, eager to help, feels untalented. I don't think there was any real actual jealousy of her sisters. Disappointed, sorrowful. Talents: tree climbing, balancing, and acrobatics. Actions:
Actions.
climbs a tree, turns somersaults. I think she did cry. Okay. Did we get that right? Wow.
How delightful! You have demonstrated your full
On the ball.
comprehension of this intriguing story about Leo and her ability to persevere through difficult times.
It was a good story. And a good message.
The Bridge of Perseverance would be a splendid name for the bridge.
Unfortunately, just when we're talking about perseverance, we're out of time. So we will pick up the last story right away next Sunday. Tomorrow night is Antstream Antics, and the Taito games should be live, so we'll get to explore that library. So I'm really looking forward to that. In the meantime, we are going to go raid Drax, because he is playing Monkey Island tonight, and that is just a fun game. So let's select him for the raid. There we go. I thank you all for coming by tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you as well. And I will catch you tomorrow night.